Hey everybody, I am Naomi. Welcome to Media Mystic 9999. I haven't been here in a while, but I'm here now. So I've been feeling in a good mood, and I said, let me spread some sunshine out into the internet streets. So that's what I'm doing right now. So this message here is for a beautiful collective of beings that have already received this message through their intuitive knowing. I am just another angle, right, to support you in seeing with clarity and to seeing the intricacy of what may not be clear to you. So you already know this. I'm just here to help you see from a different perspective so that you can see your own intuitive understanding a little bit clearer. All right. So nothing that comes out of my mouth is something that you don't know yet. All right. I'm just helping you see from the angle in which I see, because ideally that's what we all are here for, right? Is we're different angles of seeing the whole, and you take the pieces that are supportive to you and you filter it through your own consciousness. You align, you know what I'm saying, yourself. You take care of yourself so that you show up as your best self. But it's always good to have the perspective of other people. So I think that's why this beautiful collective of beings is actually here now, because you're kind of starting with me in this message too, where you're kind of feeding off of me, not in a way that is vampiric, but in a way to be able to see yourself. I'm kind of mirroring to you what it is that is already happening for you. So you guys are a breath of fresh air, literally. Okay, you guys change the climate. Okay, whatever environment you enter, you change the climate. You invoke people to think. Okay, so how do I want to say this? You invoke people to think. Like you're kind of like, it's kind of like chaotic energy, but it's so that people are ready. So people are ready, if that makes sense. That's the energy that you embody. You put people in situations that makes them have to respond with intellect, in situations that are serious, in order for them to not be on like some autopilot mode. Like you make people think beyond the status quo, beyond the box, beyond what's already been given, right? And the whole purpose of this is to move energy, right? For expansion. For you to help to cleanse the air. Like you're an air cleanser. You help to cleanse the air with your thoughts, with your communication, with your beauty, with your business, with your free spirit, with your ancestral knowledge, with how goal oriented and your discipline and determination. The way that you be, you're often put in places in life that you're going to change the climate, right? And sometimes when you change that climate, it could be a little bit chaotic in the air before it gets clean. Like if you're dusting, right? If you're dusting, or, you know, I'll use the example, like if you're dusting, right? Your intention is to remove the dust from your blinds. But in that, there may be some allergens that get up in the air, and people start to sneeze and they start to get flare-ups, right? But it's all for the purpose of people boosting their immunity to certain life situations, right? So this could also manifest in ways where there will be people around you that I don't know if they will be allergic to you. But it possibly could feel that way, where people are allergic to you, where, there's an energy of feeling unsupported. But it's a two-way street. So it's like everybody is helping everybody to breathe in this situation. Just like the exchange of gas, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Is like the trees and the plants give us oxygen, and we in turn give them carbon dioxide, right? And that gives them the nutrients they need for photosynthesis, for the entire process, that one element of prana, of life force energy, right? And then we take the oxygen and we breathe as well. So it's that reciprocal energy of life through breath, through communication, but also art, business, turning negatives into positives, music. I don't know if I said it, music. Yeah. So yeah, you guys help to cleanse the environment. So, the way that you be, you may have people move and shift around you because that's the energy that you bring to the table, but it's all for you kind of help people get to their destinations, right? By the way that you be, and by the way that you carry yourself and how that's expressed outwardly. So you help to cleanse the environment from stagnant energy. So everything is working together. So you may be in a time right now where you feel like certain things is not working out for you. Certain things are, on hold, or this could have been past energy. You decide, what I'm saying, where you are. Like I said, this message is intuitive downloads that you already received, that I'm just bringing clarity and a different angle and perspective for you to see the bigger picture, because everybody is in waves. So some people have gone through this situation and some people are experiencing it now. So there may be like worldwide events that have taken place, that are taking place, that may make you feel like certain things are not taking off the way that you thought that they would. Like even like me thinking about like taking off, I'm thinking about also like planes, could be travel and things like that. Maybe you were supposed to travel somewhere and you weren't able to. This was all for a purpose, a bigger purpose, right? For people to learn their value. So either you're coming from a place where you have learned your value, or you are in the process of learning your value, right? You are in the process of that caterpillar turning into a butterfly, and therefore knowing your worth, you're able to go out into the world and be able to be who you're supposed to be from a place of value, right? Of a place of knowing your value. So then business moves smoothly because you know how to use your energy, right? You're more beautiful because you know your worth, right? Your goals are attainable now because you've learned the lessons, right? You understand your energy, even from an ancestral point of view, So yeah, so I always do my readings in 3 parts. I like to do it that way because I like to give people the opportunity to choose how they want to participate in receiving the messages. Because after I deliver the messages, it's all up to you to receive it, if you feel like it resonates with you or not. I'm just being the messenger because I love you. I love you. And that's the truth. I does. So I want to have fun, like, with the messages, like, how many minutes it's been? It's been like 10 minutes. So let's see. So I'll do this. Group number 1 is Mars. Okay. Group number 2, well, I like to say wave. That's how I used to say it. Wave number 1 is Mars. Wave number 2 is the North Node. And wave number 3 is Jupiter. Okay, so you choose. Wave number 1 is Mars. Wave number 2 is the North Node. And wave number 3 is Jupiter. Alright? Okay, wave 1. Okay, so basically you guys got a hold up, or you had the hold up, but I'm going to talk to you in the now, right? The hold up was all for you to change, right? The hold up was all for you to change and adjust, right? This right here has to do with family. Okay, this is karmic politics. That's what I call it. Some people, they call it spiritual court. Right, this has to do with your fractal line, the maternal and paternal side of things. Right? Certain things were kind of being duped out, or there was dissonance in between, whether this was a job or relationship, whatever it was, that was probably like your trajectory in life, like where you were headed. So you was heading somewhere, right? You were heading somewhere, and you got there and things didn't plan out the way that you thought that they was going to plan out, right? That's because it was karmic politics that was going on. Certain things, whether, this was directly, with someone's family. Let's say you were going to get married to this man, but it didn't work out. Or you were in a relationship with this man or this woman and it didn't work out. It was karmic politics. Whether or not, it was a career and, you were going to be hired or you were going to open a business, it was karmic politics, right? Whatever it was karmic politics, right? The ancestral energy within you and the ancestral energy between the other energy that you were going to come into collaboration with, there needed to be Congress was being held, spiritual courts, and through that process, you had a job to play as well. So you had lessons to untangle your ancestral roots, right? And that came with a series of opportunities to cleanse yourself, to understand the energies that you hold ancestrally, right? Some people call it fractal line. Some people call it reincarnation. Everybody sees it differently. Whether you believe in reincarnation, whether you believe in ancestors, whether you believe in fractal lines, it's all energy that is inherited. And so basically what was happening through this time of hold up was a selection process. This is a selection process. Because me coming from the perspective of Earth energy budget, there has been a call for freshness, right? Not old stagnant energy, freshness, right? So, and it's for the highest good of all involved. It's not for a particular group. At the end of the day, it's for everybody, because at the end of the day, everybody is involved. Everybody is involved. So these are kind of like energetic meetings, like no, I don't agree. And so like things could not come together until there was an agreement, right? But the agreement had to do with you, how you showed up, right? And in this instance, it definitely has to do with relationships, how you communicate, the action that you take, how you create well with others, for sure, for sure. There just needed to be a freshness. And I guess you were the one that was responsible for creating the freshness. Because we all like to look at, ancestors, and, I'm going to just talk real to y'all because, I just feel like it's necessary. So, like, a lot of people look at ancestors from the perspective of like, oh, my ancestors is fighting for me and stuff like that. But me personally, I'm going to just relate to y'all, right? Because that's why y'all here, for me to relate to y'all. Like, for me, the ancestors I am the ancestors, right? And no disrespect to anyone who, does libations and stuff. I was also going down that path as well. Those were the teachers that were teaching me, that were around me. They were very tapped into that, and that all has significance. It's not insignificant. It's just an angle in which one is able to see, right? That's the angle in which someone is able to see through, the belief system that they choose to follow, and they're still seeing things as they are. It's just through a certain filter of perception, right? So I'm looking at things from a different filter, right? I look at things more cosmically. So I'm bringing you a cosmic lens. So I am the ancestors. So how I treat my body, and I'm just going to look at my card right now because I know what card is going to support me in being more detailed by this. How I treat my body is how I honor my ancestors, right? So by me getting clear on why I incarnated in this body, I have to understand this body, right? Because I never had this body before, but my soul, my essence and spirit, the prana, have been in many spaces, right? Many different experiences as ancestors, because I share DNA with them. But this body they never had before. So it's important for me to learn my body, right? To understand the wisdom of my body. This energy that's here in matter and form is stardust. It came from a supernova, most likely, right? A very beautiful and violent experience, right? And then with gravity, it comes down to the earth and it forms inside the earth, carbon and all that. We're made up into physical form, right? And then we play out human experiences. So our ancestors play out cosmic entertainment, the same spectacular but beautiful and violent explosion of a star also plays out its role in wars, and it tells a story of the cosmos, but it plays it out through the human experience, because obviously you can't be a supernova on Earth, but you can be a supernova on Earth. It's just not going to look like a supernova in the cosmos. But we create things that are similar to knock on wood, supernovas, you know what I mean? So in some way, shape or form, the cosmos is playing out in the human experience. through the limitedness of the body. But the body itself has wisdom for the soul to understand. But it also has its limitations. So it's important for us to learn the body, to honor the body, to inquire in the body, to speak to the body, to listen to the body, right? That's the way we kind of get out of the loops and the patterns, right? So I feel like with consciousness number one, wave number one, there was possibly going to be a situation where you were about to enter another loop, and the earth, the cosmos, is ready for freshness. This is obviously, it's all, when I speak of earth energy budget, it's about people lightening their energy body so that the earth is in cosmic harmony, right, with everything else, right? Because we're all flowing around this sun and everything like that. Everything needs to be in balance, right? The sun is always communicating with us over a period of time. So this is kind of like untangling the ancestral roots and then being able to then, from a clearer space, build. So there were some things that would not have been able to be built because the foundation was not level, basically. And you needed to be on a certain frequency and vibration in order for this to be a success. So until the lessons were learned or are going to be learned, that is when the door will open for these projects, these opportunities, experiences, relationships to actually come into fruition for you, right? It's through lessons, it's through growth, right? And it's all about then receiving this understanding now with clarity of your own worth, the law of worth, okay? So that's knowing that no one could be you. You're the only person that could be you. I don't really know if this fits, but I feel like it probably does. You know, just being in the spiritual community, when I started to channel messages, I've heard and said, you know, a lot of things about spiritual warfare, right? And you know, people destiny swapping, only the people that know, like if you have no idea what I'm talking about, you will maybe at some point, I don't know, but there's people that, you know, like I said, you receive this message already intuitively, so this is just confirmation for you. So back to what I was saying, spiritual warfare, destiny swapping, all these kind of things. You know, I even had an awakening where I have had some crazy dreams where I've heard people speaking things over my life and stuff like that, and doing things. And not to say that people don't attempt to do these things. It's just that when you know who you are and you unlock your worth, and you see the worthiness in you, you know that only you can be you, where your knowing of yourself is held in truth, and that's unshakable. That's when your foundation is firm. Because I'm not saying that people still won't use their own energy to try to affect yours, but they're all a part of cosmic entertainment anyway. We all come here to learn certain lessons, to be and self-actualize. So people are playing their roles, no matter how pretty or unpretty they may seem, right? So this is why things was on hold, okay? So definitely relationships are here. You know, family, mother and father energy is here as well, okay? But this has to do that things are passed down, through the mother and the father, inheritances, which it doesn't have to be physical inheritance in the sense of like money, but it definitely could have to do with your DNA, your gifts, your skills, okay? And unlocking all of that stuff. So then you can refine it in this body, right? Because the energy is not supposed to be taking over you. You're supposed to refine it, right? You're supposed to refine it. And that's how you pay. That's how you pay. So there's a song called As by Stevie Wonder. And he says, did you know that true love asks for nothing? Her acceptance is the way we pay. The way you pay is the way that you treat yourself. So, and like I was saying, I am the ancestors. You have to understand the body consciousness. Body consciousness is very important. So this is why things was on hold. This is why things are going to be on hold. It's just an opportunity for you to know your worth, so that when you move into the world with your own creations and the things that are being supported by your ancestors, right, however you may see it, or the energy in your fractal line, or the reincarnating energy from the cosmos to the earth, that you can do it in a way that is going to support everybody, right? Again, whatever is meant for you is for you, okay? Whatever is meant for you is for you, because you're the only one that is able to actually receive the activation in the way that it's supposed to be received, because only you can hear it a specific way once you start to learn your body consciousness and untangle the ancestral roots and start to look deeper into these repeating cycles, right? So that you don't repeat them, because we want freshness. That's very important, is freshness now, right? Lighthearted energy and freshness. So only you can receive this energy, right? This nourishment and nurturing, because you are the caterpillar that is growing into a butterfly. So, you know, you possibly could be going through changes in your body, like I did speak earlier about like allergies and stuff like that. That could be something significant too. Those are also signs of activations as well, just cellular changes, right? But there are ways in which you can support yourself and having a more gentler experience, and that's through tuning into your intuition. Certain music is supportive to you as well, because certain plants, green thumb, you know, some people say it's true, it's untrue about plants cleaning the air. I already spoke about plants and people and the energy exchange, so I would say that that's important too, to having life in the place that you live. To support you in having fresh air and more oxygen available, or going to places very foresty, very oceany, that has like a lot of natural resources available for you to listen to the natural resources and to hear, putting your ear to the ground, touching and smelling, however it works for you. The plants and stuff like that, eating plants, however it resonates for you. But there could be a lot of things internally, externally, that may look chaotic to you, but it's a part of the change. There was this guy, I saw like a little short segment of a documentary of this man talking about the change of a butterfly, and how inside the caterpillar is citizens, right? It's a society of citizens, and everything is good. The caterpillar is eating, everybody's good, the cells are good, everybody's getting nutrients, they got jobs, energy is moving, flowing, nobody's complaining. Then as the caterpillar begins to change and grow, you know, the food sources are more scarce, right? There's not enough energy supply, things are not flowing the way they used to, and now you got everybody going crazy because they don't have enough. And then there's people that, they're going to go crazy. They're going to advocate for things to go back to the way they were. And then you're going to have a couple people or a couple cells in the caterpillar that's like, yo, I'm on team butterfly, bro. We moving to butterfly. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a butterfly. I'm already a butterfly speaking into existence. I'm a butterfly, And so those cells group up with other cells and it's like, yo, I'm a butterfly. So essentially, that's basically the kind of gift that you have. That's the situation that you have. It's like you're looking for other caterpillars in the process of becoming butterflies, who understand themselves. They understand their body consciousness. You understand the type of foods that you're supposed to eat that honor you, the type of things that you ingest through your ears, the music that you listen to, the conversations that you have, the words that you speak. What color are the words that you speak? Taking care of your immune system, not being afraid to speak your truth, to express yourself in a way that your beauty is authentically expressed, and loving who you love. Because you guys are thought-provoking beyond convenience. Okay? Yeah, some of you might be coming into relationships, for sure. I keep getting that. There may be people who want to play new roles in your life. But this could be energetically as well. I think that, it's just a time where you're just in the process of learning how cycles repeat, right? So, like, on a spiritual level, you may have the energy of, an ancestor who may be showing up in your life. In the physical, playing another role. But it's just so you can have a deeper insight into it. Or past life, marriages. They want to have a different dynamic with you. So, because especially with this Mars energy, there's a very like driven energy that's here for you. A very this change in energy. This you guys kill the stagnant energy. So people are gonna want to experience that, but it doesn't have to just be people. Externally, it could just be you being activated on the inside to ancestrally with the fractal line energy, recognizing who's in alignment with you and who isn't. So some of these things may be for good and some of these things may be up for change. Okay. Yeah, so you'll be there'll be a lot of healers in your life, a lot of opportunities for love, for luxuries, for pleasure, for sensuality, and more. Very sensual energy here. Some of you may get into yoga. So this is the energy of like, there's like an embodiment energy that's here. So I feel like there's an energy of like you guys getting into your body. So not just grounding, but embodiment. So you guys are very much connecting with the body here. So it's all a part of you refining the ancestral energy within you, so that you are able to bring into your experiences the support necessary for you to unlock your worth, which is your authentic way of being, with support of the ancestral energy, but refined in your individual body, right? So then now your soul can expand and experience that freshness. There is all of a pattern to this, right? So like, yeah, I think I'm getting into the other placements, but there'll be a lot of opportunities for healing, whether it be sensual, tantric, yoga, womb healing, a lot of different opportunities for healing. And this could be also in partnership. Ladies, you may be connecting with your partner and you guys may get into this type of stuff. Fellas, same thing here, where your connection is very sensual, healing type of connection. But again, I think that you're going to be very beautiful, very desirable. So by you also doing these type of things for yourself as well, you're able to make sure that whoever you do come into union with aligns with your worth, your worthiness, right? They're worthy, they know their worth, you know your worth. Yes. Yes. Abundance, prosperity, etc. And these things will be out of your comfort zone. These things will be out of your comfort zone, and these things will be very different. I know I spend a lot of time on these messages. These things will be very different from how you grew up. How you grew up is going to be different. Like, it's going to be things that you did not learn from growing up. There's going to be experiences that are attracting to you, that get you beyond the product of your environment type of mentality. So it's going to be out of your comfort zone. Some of you are going to be loving for the very first time, like genuine love, genuine love. Feeling very protective over your partnerships or your creations, the things that you have built, the things that you express. But very loving, very I love you, I love this is beautiful, very complimentary, affectionate energy here. Expanding your consciousness, but your intuition is key here, and it's about reverence as well. So you will receive these things, right, if you're in alignment with it, or you will receive opportunities that will support you in being in alignment, testing your reverent intuitive practices, right? This is also if you are the ones with the gift of connecting to the earth and or being in connection with someone who is connected to the earth, who knows plant medicine, who is in tune with music, who receives musical frequencies, who's clairaudient. There may be tests that come in to support you and just figuring out who is in alignment with you, so that now these opportunities are going to start from a beautiful, authentic foundation with the support of the ancestors, through you being authentic and refining these energies through the way that you choose in this unique incarnation in your physical body to relate to create with. So that is it for wave consciousness number 1. All right, you guys, that is the conclusion to this pick a card reading for the time that we are at now. I hope that it finds you well. Take what resonates and release everything that does not, with love and light. I do have new music out, so definitely take a listen. Officially Naomi is my artist page. Officially, spelled officially, Naomi, Niomi. And you can follow my Media Mystic _ page on Instagram as well, which is kind of like the hub between YouTube and the music page and whatever else I decide to creatively adventure into. It'll be all on that page. So yes, I hope that you've enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys soon. Be well.